Hello and welcome to the Hedgehog Path. Today we're going to be having a look at taking the next step. So I got this idea because somebody commented on one of my posts this week and they said they enjoyed watching my journey. And I wondered what they meant at first. However, when I had to think about it, it reminded me of a few weeks ago when I went for an intuitive walk. What we did is we set off, we didn't know where we were going, we just took the next route that came to us. If we came to a fork in the road, we decided, are we going to go left? Are we going to go right? We just took what felt natural to us. So we had a lovely walk in the end. It was somewhere we wouldn't have even thought about going, and we ended up walking down by the river. It was just really, really nice. We had a really lovely day. Um, and I think this is a little bit like the hedgehog path itself. So you just take the next step. You take the route that occurs to you at the time. You just do the thing that's in front of you, and then the next step will come. So, what I'm going to talk about today is how all this started. So, it was an ordinary day, probably a Wednesday or a Thursday. I was having a look at my um, social media and I noticed that there was a vision board workshop which was being organised at Carfest where I was going in the summer. I thought I'd have a look at that and I booked it. Just decided that I would go along. So when we actually got to Carfest, went to the vision board workshop and they had an EFT class with that workshop. So they guided us through some rounds of EFT. It was my first experience. They went through a lovely tapping routine with us. And after all that, all this emotion came out. I have no idea where it came from and I have no idea why, but I cried and I cried and I cried. And after I'd got all the tears out, I sat down and did my vision board. However, the real magic is what happened next. So when I got home from Carfest, I was looking to see where I could sort of develop myself a little bit, I suppose. And I came across the book club that Francesca Amber runs. I will put a link below the video and then you can sign up if you want to. It's absolutely fabulous. What happens is they pick a book every month and Francesca will talk about that book on the podcast. And then there's a Facebook group where you can all talk about the book as well. It's absolutely amazing. We went through so many wonderful self development books, and I really enjoyed it. I took a lot from those books, and also through talking to other people on the Facebook group and through listening to Francesca talk about them on the podcast. I really, really understood them probably a lot better than I would have understood them if I'd have just listened to them or read them myself. And that turned out to be the best thing I could ever have done, not only because of the books, which were all amazing, but also because since then I've connected with so many people. I've learned from all these people. I've connected with so many like minded people, and I'm learning so much every day. So, one of the things that I learned from reading all these books is to do what I wanted and give myself some time. So, I signed up with some courses. I did quite a few courses before the end of the year and quite a few more at the beginning of this year. And one thing that happened was I had this quiet nudge. I just decided one day that I was actually going to do a voiceover course. I just decided, I don't know where that thought came from. It's never something that's really occurred to me before. I just thought, I'm going to do this. And I spoke to somebody who teaches that. She's absolutely wonderful. I will link her down below as well. And I took her course and it gave me such clarity. I learned how to use my voice. I learned to love my voice, which I previously really didn't like. And I decided I wanted to do something with that. Um, Through the book club, I had also come across Mart from Canny Crystals. I will link his podcast below. In fact, his podcast today has really inspired me because he was talking about taking action. So here I am recording another episode of this podcast, taking some action. Thank you, Mart. But anyway, so Mart has launched a podcast course. So Mart's course is called the Podcast Blueprint, and it literally is that. It gives you everything you need to know to start thinking about, start writing, start recording, and launch your podcast. I did one episode and I did it on a private link and I only sent it to a few people. But what happened was that all those people said how amazing it was and how much they loved it. And it gave me so much confidence. So I did another episode and I did another episode and so on. And this is the result. So thank you very much, Mart. That has really, really helped me. So anyway, the next step for me was to take a big leap and go to Manifest, which was a couple of weeks ago. It's this absolutely amazing festival with lots and lots of speakers talking about all kinds of things, wellness, spirituality, manifestation. And I just felt in an absolutely amazing atmosphere. I took a really big leap and I took my son with me. I didn't know what he'd think. I didn't know if he'd enjoy it. But he did. He had such a great time and he had, he met the most amazing people. I met the most amazing people. And we just came back feeling so positive and confident that I just want to do it again. I cannot believe how good it was. Um, so we have more steps to follow now. We've had more amazing connections. There are things unfolding on my path as we speak. And all of this just started for me on that quiet Wednesday when I looked online and I did that vision board workshop. So just to say, follow the steps, do the next thing, and take the action, and you will unfold your very, very own hedgehog path. Thank you very much. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.